use progesterone with your patients, and what are the different kinds of progesterones that are available in India, and how are they administered and safe?
If you look at the guidelines, most of the guidelines still do not recommend. Even if you see the Endocrine Society US guidelines, WPATH guidelines, we have had our own guidelines. None of them officially recommend use of progesterone routine. If you look at even the evidence, the evidence is still not there with regards to whether it is beneficial. It's not established whether it is beneficial or harmful. There is a somewhat of a doubt whether that, adding progesterone to the estrogen, whether that is going to increase the risk of cardiovascular as well as thrombosis risk. That is another issue which is important, which we still do not know actually. We do not have long-term data in this population. There was this, we extrapolate that from the postmenopausal cis women data, where it was found that, there was somewhat higher risk when the combination of estrogen and progesterone was used compared to estrogen alone. So that is not there, but there is some evidence, the small studies showing that, there might be some improvement in breast development in a small segment of patients. Again, that is debated whether that's there, because it's not there in all the papers, and also with regards to lowering of testosterone as well. So these are important issues. But as of now, if you see most of the guidelines as they stand now, there is no evidence of benefit or harm, so it's not recommended as part of treatment. So I use it very, very scarcely, only when patients insist on that, and after explaining the pros and cons and the risk associated. And generally, I have been using it mainly in female to male, where you have some who cannot afford GnRH because of, persistent periods, and there to give as an alternative to GnRH, which is injectable progesterones are there, depo-progesterones can decrease till they attain their male hormone levels with testosterone injection, for decreasing the periods, for stopping the periods. In some trans female, especially male to female gender dysphoric subjects, I have used it because they wanted to use it. So some have found it beneficial. I haven't used many. We have oral tablets of progesterone, we have micronized progesterones, we have medroxyprogesterone, we have injections as well, depot injections as well. But we don't prefer using the depot injection because that dose is much higher and it's given intramuscularly. We generally go for a much lower doses, and micronized progesterones are preferred. But again, the use of progesterone is very, very limited, because it's not as per recommendations in routine patients, and the evidence still is not there whether it is actually beneficial and whether it is harmful also.